Okay, good evening, students. So, welcome to this class. So, we had started with triangles chapter. In earlier sessions, we discussed about triangles, properties of triangles, similarity of triangles, and their properties. We solved exercise 6.1, and further to that, we discussed Thales theorem as well as converse of Thales theorem. Okay, and we did some proofs also as well as few numerical problems in our previous session. So, in this session, I will be taking up exercise 6.2. Okay, so this is quite important exercise, so please pay attention for all the questions that I'm going to solve. Also, I'm going to give two questions as assignment questions from this exercise. Okay, fine. So let's look at the first question of this exercise, that is in triangle. In triangle, they have provided us with two triangles. So in figure 6.17, first diagram and second diagram, DE is parallel to BC. So this has been given to us. DE is parallel to BC. So here also DE is parallel to BC. So as soon as we come across that ray or line which is intersecting two sides of triangles at unique points and is parallel to third side, we should immediately get the idea of Thales theorem in our mind. That is a basic proportionality theorem in our mind. So what do we have to find? So solution. So for the sub part, so what to find? So we have to find EC, right? So we have to find EC. So they have told us that DE is parallel to BC. So what is my conclusion? That says AD divided by DB should be equal to AE divided by EC. So what is my reason? Because of from basic proportionality theorem. From basic proportionality theorem. Now I will make the substitutions. So what is AD? AD is given to us as 1.5 centimeter divided by what is dB? dB is 3 centimeter is equal to AE is given as 1 centimeter divided by, we have to find out EC. So I will do the rearranging. So EC will be equal to 3 divided by 1.5, 1.5 1 za, 1.5 2 za. So I will say therefore EC is equal to 2 centimeter. Yes, students, is this clear? So now I will take up second subpart. So in second subpart, what is to find? To find, they have told AD. AD means this side. So again, we have been given that DE is parallel to BC. Therefore, what can I write? AD divided by DB is equal to AE divided by EC. Again, what is the reason? BPT. Simple, direct substitution. AD is what I have to find out. Divided by DB is given to me as 7.2. AE is 1.8. And what is EC? 5.4. So that implies AD is equal to, I'll do the cross multiplication. So this will go this side. So 1.8 into 7.2 divided by 5.4. So 1.8 1za, 1.8 3za. Then 3 1za, 3 2za 6. Correct? 1 is the remainder, 3 4s are 12. So therefore, AD is equal to 2.4 centimeter. Yes, students, is this clear to all of you? Any doubts in this? Please make a note of this. Yes, anybody, any doubts here? I hope this is quite straightforward and clear to all of you. Right? This is a very easy question from this chapter. Which part do you want me to repeat, Sharat? Which part? See, students, in this numerical problem, the most important part, or the part which you have to make out is this part. That is, you should be able to write the ratio. So how? So for that, you should be very well versed with BPT, basic proportionality theorem, or that is 6.1, that is Thales theorem. So DE is parallel to BC. This is given to us in the question. So this is given. So I can make out from the question itself. See, DE is parallel to BC. So once this is given, my conclusion is, that's why I have written implies that AD divided by, that is this part divided by this will be equal to AE divided by EC. That is again from basic proportionality theorem. That is your theorem 6.1. So then I will make the substitutions. AD is 1.5, BB is 3 centimeter, AE is 1, EC is what I have to find out. So then I will do cross multiplication. So EC will be equal to 1 into 3 divided by 1.5. Yes, is that clear, Sharat, now? Yes, good. So have you all noted down this part? Yes, students, shall we go to next question? So this is not
Yes, sir.
difficulty level. This is easy difficulty. This level is easy. Okay. Let us take up next question then. So E and F are points on the sides PQ and PR respectively of a triangle PQR. So let us draw this. Okay. So let me draw the triangle first. So I'll take triangle PQR. So for this triangle PQR, E and F are the points on the side PQ. So this is PQ, this is PR. So I will draw a line like this. So this point is E, this point is F. So why did I take E here? Why not here? Because it says E and F are points on PQ and PR respectively. So on PQ I need E and on PR I require F. Then for each of the following cases, state whether EF is parallel to QR. This is what we have to find out. So to find, so under solution, what is I have to find out? To find whether EF is parallel to QR. This is what I have to find out. So this is the reverse of first question. That is, you have to use converse of your BPT. So what is that? So if EF is parallel to QR, then PE divided by EQ should be equal to PF divided by FR. That means for this particular question, I have to find out these two ratios and check whether they are equal to each other or not. If they are equal to each other, then I conclude that EF is parallel to QR. Is that clear? So let us check with first part. See, PE is given to me. PE is given to me. So how much is PE? 3.9 divided by EQ. EQ is 3. So if I find out this, 3 ones are 3 ones are 3 threes are. So 1.3. So this is nothing but my PE divided by EQ. Similarly, I will find out what is PF divided by FR. What is PF? PF is 3.6. What is FR? FR is 2.4. So what cancellation can I do? 2 ones are 2 twos are 2 ones are 2 eights are. Further 3 fours are 12. 3 6 are 18. That means 6 divided by 4. So 2 twos are 2 threes are. That is nothing but 1.5. See, this is 1.3. This is 1.5. That means PE divided by EQ is not equal to PF divided by FR. Therefore, EF is not parallel to QR. This is the conclusion. Is that clear to all of you? Any doubts, students? Did you all understand this part? Yes? Shall I solve the second sub part? Good. Diksha, good. Niharika. Yes, understood, Sujana. How about Jeevan, Vibha, Chitrashri? Yes, Divya, Abdul, Bhargav Girish, Chirantana. I want a response from everyone.
Sir, understood, sir.
Okay. Anish, good. Okay, fine. Good. So let me take now second sub part. Okay. So now let me take up second sub part. Okay, everyone understood. Shashank also understood. Good. Deep, yes, Deep, good. So second sub part, what is PE divided by EQ? For me, PE has been given as 4. What is EQ? EQ is nothing but QE. So that is 4.5. So it is nothing but 40 divided by 45. I am just converting, I am removing the decimal. That means multiply and divide by 10 so that this decimal will be removed. So 5 nines are 45, 5 eights are 40. So this is nothing but 8 divided by 9. Next, I have to find out PF divided by FR. PF divided by FR. What is PF? 8. What is RF? It is given as FR is nothing but so 8 by 9. So that means PE divided by EQ is equal to PF divided by FR. Therefore, PE divided by EQ is parallel to PF divided by FR. Is that clear, students? How to come to the judgment? Yes, is that clear? How about Siddhant? Yes, Sharath, correct. Second is parallel. How about Siddhant? Siddhant, did you understand Siddhant? Daksha, Samarth? Vedant, Srujana, Soumya, Soumya Rao, Shreya? Yes, students, I made one small error here. Yes, as pointed out by Niharika. Good, Niharika. See, in writing, there is an error. So what is the error? See, we should not, this is not the correct way. This is not the correct way. So what should I write? Therefore, yes, I should say EF.
EF is parallel to QR.
QR. This is right. Correct, Niharika. Good. Let's go to third subpart now. So for third subpart also, PE divided by EQ is equal to, so what is PE? Where is PE present? PE is present here. See, they will just mix it up, students. You have to take up right values. PE divided by, I did EQ. So where is EQ? So EQ has not been given to me, but PQ is given to me. So entire PQ is given to me, but I can find out EQ. What is EQ is equal to? EQ is nothing but PQ minus PE. PQ minus PE. So what will I get? What is PQ is equal to? PQ is given to me as 1.28. So 1.28 minus PE is given to me as 0.18. So that is nothing but 0.18 divided by, how much is 1.28 minus 0.18? It is nothing but 1.1. It is nothing but 1.1. Is that right? Yes, students, is that correct? So how do I convert this now? So that is nothing but PE divided by EQ is equal to, I will just multiply 100 so that this becomes 18, as well as I should divide by 100. I mean, multiply in the denominator by 100. So I'll get it as 110. So once I do this, 2 nines are 255. So the ratio is 9 divided by 55. So similarly, I'll find out what is PF by FR. So PF by FR.
Sir, the
Equal to,
denominator must be 1100, no, sir?
I can't hear you guys, so please do not unmute. I can't hear you. Please message me. I can't hear you clearly. That is why. Okay. So PF divided by FR. So PF divided by FR is how much? So PF has been given to us as 0.36. It is nothing but 0.36 divided by, what is FR? So FR, have they given FR? No, they have given me PR, that is the entire part. So I should utilize the same thing, that is 2.56 minus 0.36. 2.56 minus 0.36. Why? 2.56, this entire part, minus if I do PF. PF is given to me as 0.36 is the question that is present here. So I will get FR. So that will be equal to 0.36 divided by how much is 2? Anybody 2.56 minus 0.36? How much is it? Yes, correct. 2.2. That is 36 divided by 220. See, 2 ones are 2 18s are 210 times. See, I observe one intermediate step present here, 18 divided by 110. So this is nothing but 9 divided by 55. So therefore, EF is parallel to QR as the ratios are the same. The ratios are same. Yes, is that clear to everyone? See, observe. Okay, Diksha says denominator should be 1100. Which step, Diksha? Where? Do you mean in this part, that is 18 divided by 110, or for this ratio? Do you mean for this ratio, Diksha? See, observe 0.18 for everyone. Okay, this is for everyone. How to convert decimal into whole number by 1.1. You should count how many places are there after decimal. So in the numerator, I have how many places? 2 places. Whereas in the denominator, I have only 1 place. So I should take the maximum number. So since I have 2 places, I should multiply by 100 as well as divide by 100. See, 0.18 into 100 will give me 18. 1.1 into 100 will give me how much? Yes, is that clear, Diksha, now? Is that clear, Diksha? How 18 by 110 came? Good. So have you all made a note of this question? Is there any doubts, anybody? Please let me know. If you have doubts, I will clarify. Please let me know. Understood. Good, Sharath. How about others? Chitra, Diksha, Deep, Dhyan. Good, Chirantana. Grisha, Jagadishwaran. I want from Jeevan. How about Jeevan? Jeevan, did you understand Jeevan? Okay, good, Jeevan. Good. Joel, how about Joel? I'm not getting responses from Joel these days. Why, Joel? Are you tired of studies these days, Joel? Likita, how about Likita? Good, Divya, good. Mrudula, Pooja, Sanjana, Pooja, Shashank. Yes, Shashank said okay, understood. Good. Shobit, how about Shobit? Shreya, Navratna, Shreya, yes. Soumya, Srujana. I hope you are getting. I want good responses from all of you. Yes? Okay, fine. Good, Shreya. Good, Soumya. Okay, let's move on to next question then. So this is our third question. So it says in question in figure 6.18, if LM is parallel to CB, it says if LM is parallel to CB. So let's mark that. So here LM is parallel to CB and LN is parallel to CD. So let's mark LN is parallel to CD. Prove that AM by AB, that is AM by AB, is equal to AN by AD. Very simple question, students. How? Observe. So I'll say in triangle ABC. What is triangle ABC? ABC, this triangle. So in this triangle, what is given to me? LM is parallel to CB. So that means AM by AB is equal to AL by AC. BPT. Is that correct, students? Yes. The second form of BPT. This we actually proved this also. You guys asked me doubts. Why did I take reciprocal and added one? Do you remember that proof that we did in previous class when we took this type of formation of Thales theorem? If you remember, we took reciprocal of the ratio, then we added one on both sides and we simplified to get this result. Yes. So next, similarly, so now what I'll do in triangle ABC, that is the second part, this part ADC. So here NL is or LN is parallel to CD. So I'll consider this as equation 1, students. Okay. So if that is the case, what will I conclude? AN divided by AD is equal to AL divided by AC. So again, this is from BPT. I'll write very simple from equation 1 and 2. What do we observe? This part AL by AC is common. So AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. This is what I had to prove. So hence, prove. Isn't it very easy? Yes? This is an easy question, right? So please make a note of this, students. Good. Okay. Let's take up next question. So this is good. This is a good question and important question also. Okay. So in figure 6.19, DE is parallel to AC. So this is DE parallel to AC. So which triangle should I consider, students? DE is parallel to AC means D is one intersection point, E is another intersection point. That means ABC. This triangle I should consider. So in triangle ABC, DE is parallel to AC. Why? Because this is given. That means what is my conclusion? I can say AD divided by BD is equal to CE divided by BE. That means AD divided by BD is equal to EC divided by BE. So I'll consider this as first part. Next, reading the second part, DF is parallel to AE. So DF is parallel to AE. That is this, DF is parallel to AE. That means I should consider triangle ABE. So in triangle ABE, correct? In triangle ABE, DF is parallel to AE. So what is my conclusion? What will be my conclusion, students? AD divided by BD is equal to EF divided by BF. Is that correct? Observe, in triangle ABE, AD divided by BD will be equal to EF divided by BF. So this will be my equation 2. Again observe, AD by BD is common. So I can say from equation 1 and 2, CE by BE is equal to EF by BF. Observe now, BE by EC. This is what I have. BE by EC. So BE by EC means reciprocal. So taking reciprocal, what do I get? So BE by CE. BE by CE. So BE by, instead of CE, I will write it as EC is equal to BF by EF. So BF by, instead of EF, I will write it as FE. So this is what is required. Hence, proved. Did you all understand this? So do you want me to repeat once again? So this is little tricky from visualization point of view. If you consider wrong triangles, you will end up with wrong proofs, okay? And you'll end up with wrong statements. I will be uploading this video for your reference again tonight only. Yes, everyone, did you understand this? Please note down, students. See, geometry is very simple. You should take right figures, write down the statements and correlate the statements and prove the given question. So this requires good visualization. Is it done, all of you? Okay, let's go to next question then. So this is fifth question. In figure 6.20, DE is parallel to OQ. See, observe. So here, DE is parallel to OQ and DF is parallel to OR and DF is parallel to OR. Show that EF is parallel to QR. So show that. So what do I have to show? EF, that is EF. This is EF. So EF is parallel to QR. So this is what I have to prove. So if I have yes, I hope I'm audible to all of you now, right? So if I have to prove, see, I'll write down statement, observe students. So if EF is parallel to QR, then if EF is parallel to QR, then from triangle, see, E and F are intersecting at these two sides. That means I have to take the bigger triangle, the outermost triangle. From triangle PQR, I should be able to prove that PE divided by EQ is equal to PF divided by FR. Correct? Am I right, students? See, if EF is parallel to QR, that is what I have to prove. So my official answer will start from here, okay? My answer will start from here. What is that? To prove. What do I have to prove? I have to prove EF is parallel to QR. So how do I do that? Solution is very simple. First part is given. So what is given to me? I have been told that DE is parallel to OQ. So where is the DE? DE is present here. OQ is present here. So that means which triangle should I consider? I should consider PQO. I should consider PQO, this triangle. So that means in a triangle PQO, DE is parallel to OQ. That means PE divided by EQ is equal to PD divided by DO. Why? From BPT. Similarly, in triangle, observe students now, POR, in triangle POR, we have been told that DF is parallel to OR. So in triangle, observe POR, DF is parallel to OR. Then what will happen? What is the conclusion? PD divided by DO should be equal to PF divided by FR. So what is this? Again from BPT only. So observe equations 1 and 2. From equations 1 and 2. Yes, from equations 1 and 2. Now tell me students, what is common? See, PD by DO is here, PD by DO is here. So that means, what is my conclusion? PE divided by EQ is equal to PF divided by FR. PF divided by FR. PE by EQ is equal to, see, that is what my mind is working on. PE divided by EQ is equal to PF by FR. Therefore, EF is parallel to QR. That is converse of BPT. So this is my reason. Converse of BPT. Yes, students, is this clear? Yes, is this clear to all of you? Is this clear? I will display previous slide. Yes, is this clear to all of you? Please make a note of this. Then for Vibha and others, Srujana, who wanted for previous slide, I will display previous slide. Is this clear to all of you? Yes, understood? Yes, now I will display previous slide, students. Please take a screenshot if you want to, so that you can write it later. And remember students, all the slides, whatever we have discussed so far, I will be uploading the PDF also under study material section of Button But Tutorials app. See, of our exercise 6.1 as well as previous class, the proof what we did, I have already uploaded. Please check. So need not worry. If you have not written down, you can refer later. Okay. Let's go to next question then. Sixth question. So I would like to give sixth question as your assignment question, because this is the same similar type of question that we solved. So this is also your assignment question. Okay, exercise 6.2, sixth question is your assignment. I'll be giving 1 day time, so you should be able to solve and upload by tomorrow. And these two are also your assignment questions. So question number 6, 7, 8 of your exercise 6.2 are your assignment questions. Very easy questions. One day is more than sufficient. I want all of you to submit by tomorrow. No exceptions. Yes. So let us take up next question then. So ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is parallel to DC and its diagonals intersect each other at point O. Show that AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. So for better understanding, what should be my first step? So what should be my first step, students? My first step is to draw the diagram for better understanding. So ABCD is a trapezium. So let me draw a trapezium first. So what kind of trapezium they are saying? They are saying that if this is A, B, C, D, so that's it. AB is parallel to CD. So I'll say AB is parallel to CD and its diagonals intersect. So I'll draw the diagonals now. So what about diagonals? The diagonals BD and AC. So they both intersect at point O. So what have they told? Show that. So now I'll write to prove. What do I have to prove? To prove AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. Where is AO by BO? What does it mean? Where is AO? AO is this. AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. This is what I have to do. Is that right, students? Yes. Next, what should I do? Anybody, any suggestions? Anybody, any suggestions? So what I should do is, students, I should do an intermediate construction. This construction I'll do. That means I'll just say draw this. That is line parallel to DC. That means construct EO parallel to DC. Now observe in triangle ABD. It's not AB de Villiers, RCB Evans. So ABD. So in triangle ABD. So what do we get? We know, observe students, very important. EO is parallel to DC by construction. By construction. Also, AB is parallel to DC. This is given. So by observing these two, therefore, what can I say? EO is parallel to AB. If EO is parallel to AB in triangle ABD, what will I get? My conclusion will be AE by ED is equal to what? BO by OD. BO by OD, or rather than I'll write it as BO by DO, so that everything will look similar. BO by DO. So this is my first part. Now observe in triangle, which triangle should I consider? ADC. That is this triangle, ADC. So what do I get? Again, here also EO is parallel to DC. That means what will be my conclusion? AE by ED is equal to AO by CO. So this is my second part. So observe AE by ED is common. So I can say from equation 1 and equation 2, BO by DO is equal to AO by CO. So now what I'll do, AO by BO is what I have to prove. That means I have to just interchange these two. So if I interchange these two, what do I get? CO by DO is equal to AO by BO. So that is what is required for me. That means my LHS is RHS, RHS is LHS. So I'll just rearrange. So I'll say rearranging AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. This is what I have to prove. Hence, proved. Hence, proved. Any doubts, students? Should I explain this again? Is that clear? Yes, Niharika, that was correct. The construction that we have to do. So how do I get to know to draw the construction? Again, it is based on experience, students. You should try to solve. Yes, Diksha, it is kind of tricky. You should be able to solve more and more. I'll be giving you assignments, okay? I'll be giving you different kind of questions also along with solution. So I will be uploading it in the app. That will be next step. So today's assignment is for you to solve those 3 questions. But next step, I'll be giving you more kind of different kind of problems so that it will help you to practice more questions and you will be able to understand better. With more experience of solving more numerical problems, you will be able to understand what constructions you have to make. All those things will become easy for all of you. Is this clear? Any doubts in this question, students? This question number 9 of exercise 6.2. Is there any doubt? Anybody? Please come out and ask me doubts if you have. No doubts. Good. Good, Abdul. Abdul understood everything. Soumya also. Yes. Shall we go to next question then? Yes. The diagonals. So this question is also quite similar. Okay. So previous one. But we have to prove the other way around. So the diagonals of a quadrilateral ABCD intersect each other at point O such that AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. Show that ABCD is a trapezium. So first we have to understand what is a trapezium. Can anybody tell me what is a trapezium? You can unmute yourself and tell me also. One by one you can unmute yourselves and tell me. What is a trapezium? Or rather I can say,
Sir, it's a four-sided twist point. Can you hear me?
Yes, Niharika, it's almost converse of, not exactly, converse of previous question. Yes, we can say that. Unmute yourself one by one and let me know the answer.
So can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Diksha.
Trapezium is a four-sided closed figure, a polygon,
Okay.
which has a pair of parallel sides.
Okay, good, good. Anybody else? Anybody else want to put it in any different format? Yes, as she said, see, trapezium will have pair of sides parallel to each other. So let me draw a trapezium for you. So first let us take, instead of taking a trapezium, we have to just state it as a quadrilateral ABCD, because we have to prove that it is a trapezium. So let's consider it as ABCD, a quadrilateral. Sujana says a trapezium is a quadrilateral in which only one pair of opposite sides are parallel to each other. That is exactly correct. Sujana, good. So this is a trapezium. So they have told to us that, so in this, I mean, a quadrilateral, that the diagonals, so I'll draw diagonals now, AD and AC, BD and AC. So they intersect each other at point O, but they have told intersect at a point O such that AO by BO. So AO by BO, that is this AO, they have told AO by BO is equal to CO by DO, that is CO by DO. So how do we prove this? So if, again my statement will come, if ABCD is a trapezium, how do we prove it? We have to prove that, we should prove that AB is parallel to CD. If you are able to prove that in this quadrilateral ABCD, then we can say ABCD is a trapezium. So how do we do that? Same like previous question. Observe this previous question. It is same way. We have to AO by BO is equal to DO by CO by DO. So what do I have to do? I will do a construction. What construction will I do? I will make this construction OE parallel to DC. Can I do this? OE parallel to DC. Will that be sufficient? Will that be sufficient? Sure, Diksha. Yes. Any more responses? Any more responses, students? Yes. See, now I have been given that AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. Am I right? AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. So what I will do, I will just rearrange it such that AO by OC, that means I will interchange this, is equal to BO by DO. AO by OC is equal to BO by OD. BO by OD or DO. So I'll consider this as equation 1. Correct? This is from given. This is given to us. So that's why I have written it like that. That is given to us. Next. Now, what triangle I will consider? I will consider triangle DAB. I'll consider triangle in triangle DAB. Which is DAB? EAB. That is this triangle. So I have considered that EO is parallel to CD. This I have already written. I have written that EO is parallel to, EO is parallel to AB. EO is parallel to AB. This is what I have considered, students. This is parallel to AB. This is the construction. I have made EO parallel to AB. This construction I have made. Okay. Why EO is parallel to CD? No, sorry, not CD. I have to write it as AB. EO is parallel to AB. Why? Construction. So via this construction, what can I say? What can I write now? So with this construction, I can say AE by EB. So AE by ED is equal to BO by DO. So this is my second equation. Observe now. BO by DO. BO by DO. Correct? That means what will I get? From equation 1 and 2. I will write AO by OC is equal to AE by ED. Observe AO, that is this side, AO by OC is equal to AE by ED. In which triangle this is become now? This will come in triangle ADC. Observe students, I will mark it now. AO by OC, where is AO? AO is here. By OC is equal to AE by ED. That means triangle ADC. So what will be my conclusion? So my conclusion is nothing but, if this ratio is true, my conclusion is that EO is parallel to CD. So if EO is parallel to CD, so what are my conditions now? Now EO is parallel to CD, and also I know EO is parallel to AB. This is by construction. Therefore, AB is parallel to CD. Therefore, ABCD is a trapezium. Is that understood? I understand this is little tricky, but I hope you have understood this. This is little tricky, but quite easy to understand and comprehend. Yes, it is interesting question, students. Yes, is that clear to all of you? Yes, I will be uploading this class video also. Anybody, any doubts with this solution? Though I have to repeat, it is quite simple, students. I have to prove that ABCD is a trapezium, and I have been given AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. If ABCD is a trapezium, I have to prove that AB is parallel to CD. So I will consider the given part, that is AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. I will just make a small rearrangement as AO by CO is equal to BO by DO. So this, after making this small arrangement, I will make a construction that EO is parallel to AB. Once EO is parallel to AB in triangle DAB, I can write statements like AE by ED is equal to BO by DO. So I observe that BO by DO is common for equations 1 and 2. Therefore, both LHS must be equal to each other. That is, AO by OC is equal to AE by ED. If AE by ED is equal to AO by OC, that is in triangle ADC, if that ratio is true, then EO must be parallel to CD. That is the conclusion I have written here. EO must be parallel to CD. Once EO is parallel to CD and EO is also parallel to AB by construction, again the RHS side of parallelity, that is CD and AB, they should be parallel to each other. If AB is parallel to CD, obviously ABCD should become a trapezium. That will be our conclusion. Yes? Understood? No doubts? Good. Okay. Fine, students. Good. So this question ends exercise 6.2. Okay. In the next class, we will continue with the theory of triangles chapter. Okay. So meanwhile, please go through 6.1 theorem as well as 6.2. That is both the Thales theorem as well as converse of that, as well as this video where we have solved all the questions of exercise 6.2, where I have given 6, 7, 8 question numbers of exercise 6.2 as your assignment questions. Okay. Thank you for attending this class. Let me see you in next class. Good night.